Yeah, my military perspective is easy on this. I'm an expert on this. I mean, it's pretty much what we go to school for. You gotta learn history, you gotta learn all this kind of stuff. Hola, ¿cómo está? It's pretty simple. I mean, economics are worldwide movements. Always want demilitarization of any country. It doesn't matter who it is. If it was Russia, if it's the United States, or if it's China, anybody, any other opposing force would want a demilitarization of any other country, even if they're ally, even if they're your ally, even if they're not your ally. So I mean that's a go. That's why everybody's secretly supporting Russia. That's why they want the demilitarization and let it happen of Ukraine. But apparently Ukraine fights back or resists themselves with like the old people. I saw pictures of 80-year-olds. Everybody's getting handed out their rifles. 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Everybody's out there protecting because it's their homeland. They're actually doing what they're supposed to do. They're protecting their homeland from an invasion and their culture. That's what it is. They're defending their land, their culture, their people. From what? From absolutely nothing, because everything is contained. Worldwide, there's pretty much laws everywhere around the world. So it doesn't really matter. They're just doing it for their pride, for their culture. It's not like because oh, there's laws where you have to wear a mask like COVID, and we don't want to wear that anymore. No, it's not because of any law of because you can't have your truck lifted more than 6 inches, or you can't have a fully automatic weapon. It's not because of any of those reasons. It's just because of their pride and their culture, which benefits them because now that they're fighting back, they're pretty much when you're in a war, you're pretty much in an emergent state of mind. You're free to do whatever you want. You're pretty much fighting for yourself and those next to you. That's why in the USA, I mean America is what 10% of civilians. I mean 10% of America is military trained. Israel, on the other hand, everybody has a basic military training. But out of those 10% people, I mean, at least 2% or 3% have been enlightened in a way that they know, after what they've been through, after the life they've been through, after dealing with many situations, they know what's happening. So they set themselves free, and they pretty much, live those not lonely lives, but they live those independent lives. Those are the people that pretty much live independent. They live for country. They strive for like solar panels. They try to grow their own food. They stay with people to the minimum. They only hang out with people they like, and those are like the two or 3% out of the 10%, and of the Americans. Besides that, I mean, it is what it is. America. I mean, the world war has started already. When they decided to fight back, they could have just submitted themselves to Russia, and it would have been over. Nobody would have cared. There would have been like a few strict rules, like Korea, and they actually just would have joined the Russian side, the Russian alliance. But at the end, it doesn't really matter. Everybody's independent. Everybody has their own state of mind. But yes, I mean, Ukraine's the first draft of the war. They're already fighting, and I guess if anybody wishes to join them, then they're the second draft. And then if somebody else gets involved, then it would become a NATO problem, where everybody in the world would have to be joined in on that. And that's where it becomes a real problem, because playing politics is a whole different thing. I mean, 2 years ago when the COVID started, they came into my house, knocking on the door in a very friendly manner, and they just needed to talk to me. But I mean, my rifle was registered since I got back to over here to California, and it was legal. And they implemented new laws which made my rifle illegal. My rifle was already registered, but with the new laws, it became illegal. So they came to my house. They took me to jail. I was in jail for like 2 weeks or a month. I don't know. I was in a holding because of it. It wasn't now an illegal weapon. So I mean, I don't support police. I don't support none of that thing. I do defend myself. I do defend my people with me. But I'm not a supporter of politics. I don't get involved in politics. You know, with whatever you people say, write, or think does not affect me. I'm over here doing my own thing. In real life, all this COVID scenarios was a really good thing. When I think about it just prepared people for this new stage, and I'm really glad this happened. It cleared out friendships. It cleared out thoughts. It cleared out lifestyles. You know, it cleared out churches. I mean, this thing got into the churches. You know, where people were like, "Hey, you shouldn't follow this. You shouldn't. You should not close up. You should close up." I mean, what does your doctrine say? Pretty much what it is. You know, right?